So you're part of the Subaru club as well, obviously.
I am indeed. Well, my brother-in-law used to have an RB320. We joined the club, and sort of they're great guys, and we just stuck with them.
Yeah, they're all passionate.
They're all
they all
passionate.
love what they've got, and they're quite nice at sharing stuff and information, which pays dividends when you have a little something that you're not quite sure about.
Exactly.
They'll always come back and chat to you, which is always a good thing.
Right.
Okay, so just before we go then, so have you done much or anything on track, or?
Today I've been out and have done a few good sessions, and really once the tyres got warmed up it felt great. The first session I went out after the sighting lap was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Really
got that bit of warmth.
The car's capable of so much, but I'm not a pro driver or anything of the sort.
That's it.
It's always nice to have a bit of tuition. I've done it at Track Castle Coombe.
Yep.
I really benefited from it.
It is worth it, you know, for pound for pound, it's definitely worth it. You know, you're taking less out of your car, you're getting a smoother line and a safer line, which always works. You know, you could get round on any line all day long, working your teeth off the car, wearing everything out. But if we get you on the right line, everything will flow a lot better. It's had
a few suspension upgrades, and it's really capable of a lot, but I'm just sort of not doing too much until I much more experience.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah,
absolutely. So just be smooth.
Sure.
Obviously, watch out for traffic. If there are anything in a straight line, we'll just move out of the way. Straights are easy. Exactly. Yeah. Corners what we want to work on, and once the corners are working, then obviously that means we'll carry speed onto the straights, and then we'll be less likely to be overtaken. But don't be shy to let people past. Do all your work while you're straight. So the hard power, the hard braking, the gear changes while you're straight.
Correct.
When we start to turn in, have a little bit of throttle to keep the pretend your car is really soft and like a bit of a jalopy. Under power, it's bum heavy. Under brakes, it's nose heavy. So you don't want to turn in like that, else you'll understeer, because there's no grip at the front, and you don't want to turn in hard on the brakes, because you'll be nose heavy and back light. Even though we're four-wheel drive, we are still prone for understeer. But obviously, good tyres help that sort of being a thing of the past. But be very progressive as you're turning in, basically. You know, even if you want to go faster, that's fine. But just sort of feed and blend the power. Yeah, like this big long Gerrard's corner here. Don't keep putting more and more lock if you want to come to the inside. What you'll find is just a fraction less throttle will bring you closer to the inside, or if you want to run wider, a fraction more, which will push you out. Okay.
Sure.
So sort of using the throttle to assist the steering. That's what I'm trying to say. Looking at bits of curbs, because obviously there's no cones out there. It is a case of looking at the scenery and the furniture that's out there, and using those as your references. And like, you know, using your 3 points, you turn in, beginning, you apex your middle, and you exit your end. For instance, this one here, we've gone into there, we're sort of in the middle of the road as a rule of thumb, and then there's a bike chicane, bit of a chicane on the right hand side. Don't worry about the first part, come to the right by the second part. There's a little bit of coloured curb.
I understand.
That's your apex. And the road, the line goes a little bit straight, but it'll also take you nice and diagonally out to the left hand side, down the back straight. So you're down the back straight, ideally on the left hand side if there's no traffic. Again, another chicane on your left hand side. Use the entry to the chicane as sort of your cue to be with the brakes. I'm not sure what gear you're going to be in. You may be 3, you may be 4, depends how the car's going. And then we just go just past, or just onto the tarmac, as it were, of the bike chicane to come to the apex. And the apex is where the wide curb becomes narrow. So that's where you bring the car to the right, and then at that point you start to actually straighten the lock off, and it will take you straight to the inside curb, a little curb on the left. You don't actually run the curb, or you can just clip it, but the white line's enough. And then you're starting to go up for the hairpin. Let the car sit more middle of the road. Don't sort of hold the inside, it's quite bumpy. So let the car run out a little bit, and then let it blend back left. And you're still on the bumps, but not too bad, not as bumpy as it has been before they resurfaced it. And then it's a case of braking down, obviously 4 to 3 to 2. Do that, don't block change.
That's what I do.
Use the gears to help with the brakes to get you slowing down, because if you block change, 9 times out of 10 it's fine, but the one time you can lock the diff up, which will sort of start you sliding, which isn't handy, and it helps with the braking as well, so you're not having to put as much force on with the brakes. So hairpin inside of the curb is like this. You're out here nice and wide, go just past the end of the hairpin, and then you put the lot of lock on, and then at this point you're starting to straighten the car out, and you run out to the left curb,
Yes.
and then come back towards the marshal post. So you don't hold the inside, because you're like this all the way around. You know, you can't actually get the power down. So the way I'm showing you, you brake in, you change in, you slow in, you turn. That's a bit awkward, but then the lock is coming off as you feed the power in, and you'll just feel the car find its feet and go. So obviously what we want to do is put enough throttle to go, but not to spin up.
I understand.
Yep. So if you find yourself there with lots of lock, you can't spin up. You know, you can spin up, but you can't go. So then therefore you need to take that lock off. So don't be shy letting it run all the way out near the left curb.
Okay.
But as you're doing it, the power's coming, the lock's coming off, and you'll feel it pick up nicely. Then get yourself to the right, then at the top of the elbow, you know, the furthest part of the circuit. So you've come out there towards the bumpy curb, back towards the marshal post, and again, you're wide as you can.
Feathering there or flooring it?
Squeezing and short shifting.
Okay.
So 2nd to 3 to 4 before you go left into the elbow.
Okay.
So again, from that right side, there's a bit of a drainage channel on the right hand side. You may or may not have seen it, like a little bit of gravel, like a drainage, gravel drainage. That is your cue to come to the left. Head to the middle of the big new fat curb on the left hand side. It's painted white, so anywhere near there, even if you're not right at it, but at the same angle, a little bit away from it, you're good.
Yeah.
If you're sort of at this angles or these angles, not so good. So from the drainage channel, head for the left curb. So you go right to middle, and then you don't go all the way to the left, you sort of go just left of middle. And then as you feed the power, you wind the lock on and run as wide as you need to go.
Okay.
And then you're back on this main straight, let the car blend back over left. Again, here you're looking for this little service road on your left hand side, a little bit of gravel road. That's your cue for get on the brakes properly for the corner. And then you roll off the brakes. Don't just leap off them, sort of roll off them so the car becomes level again.
That's what I've been doing. I've been leaping off them.
Yeah, and the car almost sort of shocks and feels a little bit nervy.
I'm blessed because of these suspensions I've had, literally.
It's
like a little bit forgiving.
Soaking it up.
Yeah.
Because what there is, wait for a quick car to come by, just by the marshal post there's a bump. You see it?
Yes.
Just there. So if you're just coming off the brakes at that point, that little bump is oh my god. So get the car sorted before that, which you can't see when you're out there. So this really is a good spot to look. So let's have a look. Let's go and have a look.
Well, thank you so much.
Okay, so keep it to the right, nicely done. Okay, so that's it. We'll just let him go, then we can pick our line up. All right, so just one. No, we won't, not yet. That's it. So we can just wander out a little bit. That's it. So holding that shape. So this is the first bike chicane. So you come to the right by the second part of the bike chicane. Nicely done. Good. So at that point, normally we'd run to middle to left. Yeah, we'll let this one go. Okay, so back over left side. Nicely done. So nice and straight. So into that braking area. Front wide. Now looking for the wide curb narrowing. From that point, we'll just train that lock off, clip to the white line. Yeah, we can move to the right. We'll let this little white one go. Beautiful car. So back on the left side, nicely done. So up to the hairpin, brake in to 3 to 2. So nicely done. So right. Now wind the lock off out towards the left side. That's it. Feed the power back to the right. 3, 4 to middle to left. Nice, middle and out. Nicely done. Lovely. Spot on. Okay, so let that car blend back over to left hand side, nice and straight. That's good. So smooth braking, roll off that brake, hold the middle of the road. Just use that throttle to help you widen and tighten. That's it. Just try and hold that nice constant radius with the hands. That's good. That's good. So look for your apex. So tighten to the right a little bit. Start to blend that throttle in a little bit and then blend all the way to the left. Nicely done. Good. So a couple of cars coming back in. All good. So we'll pass the black one. We'll slow it down a little bit from wide. We'll still take the normal line. The green one's going to peel off. We're going to go from the wide to the straight, then towards the middle of the road, and then back over to your left. Nicely done. Good. So braking, slowly down the gears. 3 to 2. So right, and wind the lock off. Get out left. That's good. Back to the right. Up we go. Up we go again. Good. To middle. To left. Nice. Back to middle. Squeezing that throttle in. Let the car run. Tip top. Nicely done. Okay. So down to Gerard's again. So nice and straight, nice and wide. That's good. So ease off that brake, hold that middle line. That's good. Nice and balanced, that's it. Keep that shape. So look, long way ahead. Almost look where that yellow back car is. That's where we're looking. So look for that right side curb, and then middle to left. Nicely done. Okay, lovely stuff. So as we are now into the braking for the S's from wide. Look for where the wide curb narrows. Pinch up to that white line on the right. That's perfect. Just clip that left curb. Middle of the road. Beautiful. Back over left. Nicely done. So on the brakes, nice and straight. So this bit, try your best to do it with the hands still on the wheel. So right, right, right. Now unwind the hands a bit, feed the power a bit. Lovely. And then you know where the car is by keeping hold of that wheel. So middle, left. That's it. Nicely done. All good. Okay, so nicely straight, heading down to Joe Rides again. So nice and straight and wide, smooth braking, roll off that brake, middle of the road. That's good.
Wow.
Little modulations, that's perfect, that's nice. Feels good, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
That's it, nicely done. So 2 cars on your left, just keep it tight, keep it tight, keep it tight. Nicely done, good. Nicely done. So from that left side. So braking straight for me from wide. We'll still take the normal line. That's good. The coach will be out of the way. We'll go straight. Perfect. Nice. That's good. So up to the hairpin. That's it. Get it slow. So literally locking those hands on, and then we're going to go right, 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 and then unwind the hands. Feed the power. See there, you're getting enough throttle to do it without getting the slip. So middle, just left to centre, nice, middle again.
Wow.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Nice, so nice and straight, nice and wide now. Middle road, that's it, just modulating that throttle, just tiny little bits. Keeping that shape through the corner, looking for the apex, late in the right side curb. That's nice, that's good. So pinch to that apex and let it release. Nicely done. Okay, all good. So nice and straight in the braking area from wide. Focus where the wide curve narrows, that's where we want to apex. Perfect. Straighten the lock off. Out towards the middle, that's it. Out where the yellow one is, then back over left. So slowing it down, nice and straight, that's good. So from wide, so right, right, right. That's it. Back over, through all the way, neat to the right side. Then middle, just left the middle, then feed the power, gently unwind a little bit. Lovely. Squeeze it back in, no worries. So smooth straight braking. So middle road, that's good. That's nice, that's good. So when you're in the middle, you have a little bit of play space, basically. Yes. And really, you know, just those little bits with your feet make a big difference to the attitude of the car. So let it run out. Nice, perfectly good, nice and straight. Okay, good. So into that braking area, from wide, focus on the apex. Perfect, nice. Now straighten that lock off. Carry the speed, just stay in the middle a bit longer. That's it, now get over. That's it, miss a few of those big bumps. Nicely done. So from wide, looking in right, 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 that's good. Good, back out over right side, nicely done. Up we go from wide, up again, middle, excellent. So squeezing out. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, we'll let it go. Well spotted, well done. He can trip over the cater field. Alrighty, so middle road, nicely done. So just little modulations, that's good. That's nice. That's good. That's it. Yeah, we'll let him go, he's in a hurry. So middle to left, yeah, not much a hurry, he's left half his car in the pit lane. Nicely done, good, good, good. So braking straight, nice and smooth, good. Little throttle to that wide curve narrowing, that's nice. Then just nice and straight. Just let it run towards the middle, that's good, that's it, then back.
That is absolutely crucial.
Yep. If you think about it, the more more lock you have, it's like having a little bit of brake on. So if you can get the lock off with the power, like here, you really feel the car release. If you go in the corner waiting, you're not getting the full potential of the car, and you're hopping up the front tyres.
Yes. Wow.
Great stuff, good. So, blend it back left, nice and straight, down towards Gerald's. That's good. So, smooth straight brakes, from wide, roll off that brake, hold that middle line. That's good. That's good. Nicely done. You see, you're not putting more lock on anymore,
Yeah.
you're just gentle lifting with the throttle.
This apex here.
You got it. Now we can squeeze it out. That's good. That's good. Okay, good. So get that braking in before the gear change. That's nice. Nice. Then just straight. Just let it run out. That's perfect. And then let it blend back. That's lovely. And then you need more brakes because you're going quick.
Yeah.
Excellent, good, looking right, nicely done. So look into that left curve, then just point it back towards the marshal post. Nice and straight, nice and wide. Up another one, so middle, just left to centre, that's good. Then back towards the middle, to the right.
It's breathtaking, isn't it?
Lovely.
Little adjustments.
Yeah, it is, just little bits, little bits. Good, so off that brake pedal, just carry that momentum through, holding the middle groove. So looking for that bit of colour curve, that's your cue to run to the left. Out we go, lovely. Okay, so brake in, check, you got it, So roll off that brake, through to the wide curve, narrow in, and just straight in that lock, carry that momentum, nicely done, let it slot back left, nicely done. So braking up to the hairpin, from wide, slowing it down, excellent. Let the car back in. BMW just come back in, so bring the car to the right, nicely done. From wide, up again, middle left, good, middle right. Excellent. Okay, so nice straight braking, keep him wide. We'll just pass him in the middle of the road, he's going to stay to the right. That's it. That's it. Nicely done. That's good. Yeah, we'll sit tight. There's a couple tripping over each other. They're stuck behind the BMW. That's good. That's all good for us. Nicely done. Nice and straight. So as we are. So straight brakes down. Good. Through to that apex. No problem. Shape's fine. Just keep the shape. Straighten up. Go. Good. You didn't overcorrect. Nicely done. Good. So braking harder. That's it. Nice. So looking right. Excellent. Good. That's it. Feed the throttle. As much grip as we have. That's nice. Then up again. So middle. Just left to middle. And squeeze in back to middle to right. Yeah, we'll sit back a little bit. Okay. So back over left. Yeah, nothing is what it seems. It's not just a Mini, there's probably tweaks to the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Good, so look through that corner, look for that apex. Late in that right curve, so squeeze to it and out from it. Good, that's it. Okay, nicely done. So keep it wide out near the Renault. So smooth brake, all good. So through to that right side curve. That's the fella. Square that steering out. Squeeze up the hill. Yeah, you got it. Well spotted. They are now invisible there. So nice and straight, nice and wide. That's good. So looking for the inside. That's good. That's it. Winding that lock out as we squeeze the power all the way right. That's good. So middle to middle left. That's it. Nicely done. Squeeze in. You got it. Okay, nice. So from that left side, just keep an eye on that silver car. So as we are, middle of the road, nicely done. That's it. regulate that again, gently with the throttle. You can let the car run a bit, let it tighten up a little bit. And if you're just sort of doing a little teeny tiny bits, the car moves a long way.
Yeah.
You know, you're not panic lifting, you're not dumping on the throttle, you're just tweaking the line with the throttle. Nicely done, good. So, back to middle, good. We'll just keep it tight, we'll squeeze out, nicely done. Carry that momentum into there, hold that middle groove, that's it, that's good, that's nice. So we're going to pinch into that apex and then we're going to overtake him out on the left. Yeah, that's naughty, not you, him. Okay, we'll go, we'll do one more full lap and then we'll come back in, okay? Nicely done. So smooth straight brakes, bring the car right. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Straighten up. A little more power. That's good. That's good. So straight. So more brake needed. I'm still going that bit quicker. Good, good, good. So from wide, then right, right, right. That's it. You always use the throttle to help you unwind the wheel.
Yes.
Back on the right. Nice. Up again. Good. Then again. So middle. That's nice. Then as we squeeze, we can just take a bit of lock off. Let the car run. That middle groove. Nicely done. Good, good.
It's crucial to do the braking before. I didn't really realise it till you do it properly.
That's it, yeah. Just stick your indicator on and ease off. Let a little bit of air get into your brakes.
Yeah.
And we'll come back in this time.
Sure. I came off there, you know, to the paddock. I thought that was the
no, just slow down here. It's where those arrows are. Where the red car's going, you've got it.
What makes it interesting is that there's an entry into the area there, so it's like a bit misleading.
He lost you down there, did we?
Really, really funny. Well, thank you so much.
Tits up. No, I'm sorry it wasn't this morning, but as you can see, I was fully booked.
Oh, yeah.
But no, worth waiting for, I hope.
Absolutely.
That's cracking.
Oh,
but you can take me back to where you are. I need to pop to the cafe anyway,
sure,
so that's fine.
Little subtle things.
Yeah,
really,
just little bits.
It gives you so much power, though, if you think about it. Because your car is trying to do things that it doesn't need to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a lot of people overdrive, and you can see how easy it is to overdrive.
You're playing with your diff. You think, do you need to stop off here or the
yeah,
cafe
just back down there. It's fine. Thank you.
Wow. Priceless, the tuition. Absolutely priceless. Can you smell the brakes?
I can, yeah. Oh, on a downside, she's a big girl.
Well, that's right. The thing is that you can smell them. That's great, but you can.
You've still got the feel. You're not losing any feel. That's absolutely.
It's got AP
perfect.
Racing fluid in, but the important thing is it's. Why I'm smelling it more is that I'm using the brakes properly.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Whereas before I was not using them to optimum.
If your brake pedal's that long, on the road, even if you're going out the clappers, you probably use that much of the brakes.
Yeah.
And on the track, you use this much of the brakes. So you know how you squeeze the brakes is different. You know, sometimes you think, hold on, I'm going a bit quick here, because you're sort of braking as if you're on the road, but you're actually carrying a lot more momentum. So you just have to squeeze that a bit harder. Doesn't mean sort of have pulses of braking. So have a big squeeze and then think, well, I'm going a bit too quick, so just start retarding the braking rather than coming right off it.
That's
so just
fundamental racing.
Absolutely,
mistake, so to speak.
What a pleasure, my friend.
Thank you so much.
You take care.
That's really kind
and I hope I'll see you again.
Yeah, definitely.
Cheers, buddy.
Really enjoyed that. Thank you so much. Take care.